they were worth to a private owner.
Warren Buffett has never made a secret of how he works or who he chooses to associate with. From the Nebraska Furniture Mart's Mrs. B to Microsoft's Bill Gates, a Buffett partner is usually a Buffett friend.
If you told me I could triple the money I make by working with a few people that cause my stomach to churn day in, day out, I would have no interest whatsoever. None.
That from a 1988 KETV News Watch 7 sit-down interview at Berkshire Hathaway headquarters. From his office right here on Farnham Street, Warren Buffett created one of the most diversified companies on the planet. Everything from running shoes to a railroad, from airplane parts to auto insurance. What's most amazing is that the impact of Buffett's wealth is also as diversified as the company he built. Just ask son Peter Buffett.
Yeah, it's pretty staggering, and I'll bet my dad has some statistics around that. But you think whether it's sending a kid to college, putting a roof on a house, you know, all the things that Berkshire has done for other people is pretty phenomenal.
In Omaha alone, Buffett-connected foundations control nearly $3 billion, and Warren makes regular capital contributions. Those foundations award hundreds of millions of dollars each year. Much of it stays right in the Oracle's hometown. When the Omaha Housing Authority tore down a violence-plagued housing project near 30th and Parker, it left behind a blank canvas for the buyer of these 23 acres. The Buffett-backed 75 North.
The history of this neighborhood didn't start with public housing. It started with small single-family homes and a kind of tight-knit community.
Othello Meadows' vision for the future of this site is to bring it back to its roots. And in the shadow of downtown Omaha, he started laying out the plan.
For the longest time, I mean, there's been this undercurrent of, you know, there's more than one Omaha, right? And, you know, there's Omaha you see in Forbes, there's Omaha that is on every best list. But that hasn't been the case for everybody. To change that, Meadows has a plan for affordable and market rate housing in apartment buildings and single-family homes. They've partnered with nearby schools, a senior center's under construction, and there's an event space. Businesses are moving in, and a community gathering spot is drawing crowds. If you lived in the neighborhoods that kind of ring this site, you know, it's got to be exciting to see some life come back. We had a movie night last summer. We showed Black Panther out on this big, you know, community lawn. And we had people from all the surrounding neighborhoods that came out and said, you know, we hadn't been here in decades because the projects were here.
There's years of work ahead, but Meadows knows he can count on support.
This community, if you have a good idea, right, and you can articulate that vision and answer some tough questions, people will get behind you.
Warren Buffett often makes wagers with other money managers. He'll bet the benchmark S&P 500 performance against their own.
You never can tell for sure, but 10 years was long enough to prove out what I thought would happen.
Warren won, and that $2 million prize went to Girls Inc. The Omaha organization used it to open transitional housing for young women who age out of foster care.
We're talking about girls who might otherwise struggle and need a lot of supports from the community and from taxpayers to live, will now have an opportunity to be confident, self-sufficient women.
Girls Inc. does so much more. Mentorship programs, even career days, exposing young women to jobs they can one day hold.
I'm grateful to have the opportunity because like some people won't be able to ever have this opportunity, and like they spend time out of their day to just come and talk to us, which is really nice.
North Star cut the ribbon on its building in 2014. The after-school and summer program for boys provides a supportive place to study and play. Some of those students may end up at Omaha Central, where construction on a multi-million-dollar addition housing the performing arts is underway. It's where Warren Buffett's children went to high school. In their Dundee neighborhood, there was a familiar fun spot.
This puts it all together.
Buffett money helped make the restoration of the Dundee Theater possible. Now, it's a Film Streams venue. Film Streams, Omaha Public Schools, North Star, Girls Inc., 75 North. They are just some of the scores of organizations each year who benefit from Berkshire Hathaway wealth. Contributions directly connected to the Buffett family foundations.
I don't know how everyone in the community isn't touched somehow by something that's happened with that money.
One of the stewards of that money in Omaha is Warren's daughter, Susie Buffett. While her Sherwood Foundation supports dozens of programs and projects, this philanthropist has an idea of where the wealth can make the biggest impact.
If every little person got 5 great years between birth and 5 and walked into kindergarten prepared, they would succeed.
The largest portion of Sherwood's annual $150 million in grants goes to early childhood programs like EduCare, a proven early education model born in Chicago and amplified nationwide by Berkshire Hathaway Wealth.
I think one thing that happens with a lot of philanthropy is the philanthropists think they know best, and that is not true. And so I think that it's important to listen and figure out what you can do to be helpful and to support things.
At the Susan T. Buffett Foundation, they give out $40 million for scholarships each year. 4,000 Nebraska high school graduates are going to Nebraska public colleges with help from the Buffett family annually. And the Buffett Foundations aren't afraid to gamble on good ideas or support startups with a solid plan, like 75 North.
It's too much risk for some of those organizations, for banks and sometimes for public money, just government money, to take the risk. The taxpayers don't like it. I understand that. So we, a lot of us are just willing to step up and do it.
Next, Warren Buffett on his community and what lies ahead.
And there's a lot more money coming.